All right, main event, featherweight eliminator of sorts. Former champ Max Holloway, minus 850. Korean Zombie Chan Sung Jung, plus 520. Only man to beat Max Holloway since 2019, Alexander Volkanovski. Max has won 3 of 4. Bested Arnold Allen over 5 rounds back in April in Kansas City. Bri, he's in a bit of a tough spot divisionally until Volk loses or leaves. Korean Zombie's last fight came against the Volk man. That was a losing effort, April of 2022. Will you have a play for us on the main event?
Yeah, sometimes fights hit me like lightning bolts. I've been tracking this fight for 2 weeks now, going, I mean, the number on Max Holloway should, in my opinion, should be minus like 2,000. I mean, I think no offense to Korean Zombie. I just think he's taken steps back as opposed to steps forward. He's very tough. He's always going to be in the fight. He's got power in his hands, but he hasn't evolved. He hasn't improved as a fighter, in my opinion, and he's just getting older. And Max Holloway, besides Volkanovski, is the best 145er. I mean, you can make an argument he's there. I mean, I thought he would go up to 55. I mean, I don't think you're going to get a 4 fight with Volk after how the last one. I thought you'd get a 55. He's got the long body for it. Staying at 45 here. He's going to Singapore to fight kind of, the not really hometown guy, but fighting that part of the world guy in the main event here. And Max at 850, I'm doing something a capper should never do. I should walk away from this. I should say, no, you can't do that. I would pay double this price. I would put 100 units on this. I'm going to be putting a lot of money on my own money. This is a 5-unit play for me on Max Holloway. I think he's just steps ahead of Korean Zombie. I think Korean Zombie has a puncher's chance like everybody, but when's the last time we've seen Max get hit and knocked out? He's never been knocked down. So I don't see the path for victory on Korean Zombie here. Sure, he can grapple. He's got a twister submission himself. He has good jiu-jitsu, but I just don't see that happening. I think Max is on point, and I think he's taking fights now just to, because he knows he's not going to get the Volk fight unless Volk loses, and he's taking fights now just to prove his greatness and to get better as a mixed martial artist. And I think that's all the motivation a guy like him needs. So I'm heavy on Max here, big time. A 5-unit play. And I think he's going to get a finish as well. I feel like Max hasn't had a finish in a while, so I see where a finish as well coming.
4,250 American dollars for PETRIE on Max Holloway. Ken Flo, who do you have in the main event?
These are two guys that are must-see TV. I think this is an awesome matchup. I know it's one that Max Holloway has wanted. I think a lot of 145-pounders want this matchup against Korean Zombie because of how much of a legend the Korean Zombie is. But also it's because he moves forward, doesn't care about moving his head, isn't one to kind of dance in and out. He plods forward and says, F you, basically. Let's see who's tougher. And it's what makes him so dangerous, but it's also what makes him so vulnerable. And, am I supposed to bet against the volume king from Hawaii and Max Holloway against someone like Korean Zombie? You just can't do it. And, big favorite here at minus 850, but, he's a big favorite for a reason. It could have been even bigger, in my opinion, just based on Holloway and his style. I think what I'm most intrigued by is this a Max Holloway that has peaked? Has he peaked a few fights ago? Is he still improving? Are we going to see some new tools in his toolbox? I don't know. I'm willing to be surprised, and I'm looking forward to this fight. Holloway, one of the biggest legends, one of my favorite fighters to watch. So this should be fun.